Well, good morning. We are well into the morning. Oh, I figure it's about 6:45 maybe. You can see the light has really broken through here at the woods along one of the Platt River headwaters. It's a beautiful, shallow river. I'm looking upriver to the where the source is. The Lake Ann is just down the road from here, and this is being the headwater of the Platte River, and which travels all the way out to Lake Michigan. We're looking to kayak that today. You may have heard mention of me talk about this earlier. The dog and I have just had ourselves a little bit of a breakfast, a nice apple and some granola bars. And of course, whenever we're out and about, an apple we'll discard for our little critters to eat. But of course, our wrappers from our granola bars, not edible, but we pocket those and carry them out of the woods. The beautiful woods here, there is a lot of cypress trees. Here is a cypress, and you can see by a couple of things, but one of the biggest things that you can see is that bark. You see that bark, vertical bark, or at least in its, and it is a softer, papery type. You can see it will flick, but it won't really flick off. It's pretty much on there. This tree is also known for its we'll call them leaves. Let me try to get in. You know what? Here's one. Sorry, I happen to be in a spot where there's not a lot of them with closer to the ground. You can see though the leaves, and I'll go ahead and look up the actual name of this kind of leaf, because it's kind of a cross between a needle and a actual leaf. Probably pretty cool to learn about what all that is and how and why. The biggest point is that in this state, we're in Michigan, this wood is used in building and has a lot of incredibly cool qualities to it. This tree normally grows in the colder climates. I think what we would say if we were gardening, I think it's 5, 6 area zones. Hush up, baby. You okay? You had your breakfast. Oh, she wants another. Let me give her another biscuit here. And then they really go on to, when we cross over the Mackinac Bridge, that would be that bridge between the lower and upper peninsula. And the upper peninsula are part of our state and our fellow citizens. Quite a lot of fun stories about them and the rivalry and the love that we have for each other and for the nature of our environment. But the cedar tree is and has been big for lumbering in Michigan. Once you cut open a cedar tree, you will know it's a cedar tree, and you'll know them forever. And I'm kind of looking around through here if there isn't any of them fallen. But the inside wood, the heart of that wood of the cedar tree is it's gold. It's the color gold. It is incredibly beautiful. You know what? They're even mentioned in the Bible as the golden cedar trees, and was used extensively in palace building. And yeah, you might be thinking, oh my gosh, you know what? Didn't they just build everything out of rocks? Well, they did, but when it came to the roofs, what they would do is build walls up, and then they would leave openings within the walls or carve openings in the walls, and then bring logs in and lay them across for the roofs, instead of working with the cathedraling of stone. So many of those roofs were burned. Many of them were wood, and therefore, a lot of times when you see historical talking about a city of the Middle East being burned down, you're like, wait a minute, it's all stone. Well, no. Yeah, the wood was being used. The wood was being used for doors and many other things within the house, but the roof being obviously one of the main ones. So when a city was burned, pretty much the buildings had no roofs left. They were burnt. They were on fire, and they were destroyed by fire. I'm just not seeing any